Ciao. Right now, 11 Greenpeace protesters still hanging from the Fred Hartman Bridge, causing major backups, shutting down lanes on the ship channel and on the bridge itself. This is a live look from Air 11. You can see them hanging there with flags unfurled, waving in the wind. They dropped from the bridge early this morning. And this video, tweeted out by the protesters, in the air now. Harris County is bringing in more ferries to help relieve traffic in the area. And our Adam Bennett, live in East Harris County, where all of this is taking place. So what's going on now, Adam?
So this is now in its fifth hour. You can see behind me, those protesters are still suspended from the Fred Hartman Bridge. We were there just a short time ago. About 2 lanes were getting through. It took us about 20 minutes to go about a mile or so. And part of the ship channel is also closed below. We're talking about between light 102A to light 104. Now, this all started about 6:30 this morning, rather. 11 activists suspended themselves below the bridge with banners. There are also 11 more above supporting them. A Greenpeace spokesperson told us they are doing this today specifically because of the Democratic debate tonight at TSU in Houston. They are trying to send a strong message to those candidates that the issue of climate change should be at the forefront of this election. They said they want to see action, not just talk. The sheriff's office, meanwhile, tells us they are planning to let this protest play out. And this group did a similar protest in Oregon back in 2015. That was to protest drilling in the Arctic. Now, the sheriff's office says these people suspended from the bridge will face charges, at least they're saying obstructing the roadway and the waterway as well. They're also talking with the U.S. Attorney's Office, but again, they don't want to jeopardize anybody's safety here, so they are going to let this protest play out. That is expected to go until tomorrow morning. Back to you.
All right, lots of folks watching this one for all kinds of reasons. Thank you, Adam. We've got live video streaming now on our Facebook page and have more from all angles on our KHOU 11 YouTube channel.